Well, I'll be telling people when the 5 minutes is starting. Hold on. I'm putting the links in the chat box. There you go. Let's poop. Right. Yes. And notifications and crap. Oh, he can't hear me apparently. Demon can't. Apparently Demon can't hear me.
Anyone else seen that message? Yeah. Full column, yeah. You did the game. 10 minutes. That's what I mean, yeah. If you could be 10 minutes, you've got to start back with it. Yeah.
What is it? Right. Can you hear me now, Demon? Right. Yep. Yep. Everything is allowed. Yes. Yep. Can Demon hear me now? No problem. Vern, have you got allow other people's allow other people's thing in your chat, in your settings?
Yeah, that's it. So just remind everyone as always, the 5-minute break will begin when the results
Right.
of the qualifying is. And also, I am the only person who will press go. Well, no, sorry, the start line will be the person. Yeah, start line press to go to race. No one else press go to race.
Right.
I would recommend everyone to stay nearby with the screen just in case it does actually get started early by for any reason.
Right. It says I'm. Can anyone hear me on Vern's broadcast?
I'll message a few people.
Cause
Right, let's get going, guys.
that might be why. Yeah. that'll probably be why they can't hear me. Because everyone else is talking. Yeah.
Your audio and voice settings.
Yeah, it should be on. It says everything is shared. Yeah, it says that, Dave. Can they hear me now? Because I've just...
It might have been because there's a lot of people in the lobby. It was obscuring.
Well, they should hear me because I've got allow my voice in broadcast and everything. So they should be hearing me.
I heard my voice on your posts from yesterday. Actually, so
it should be fine. Unless it's because I'm broadcasting as well.
It shouldn't be. It shouldn't be. But anyway, good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to GP2's race at Russia. As always, I will be broadcasting. I've got Skyline alongside me today, since Dave can't be asked to be here.
Well, if you can hear me, it's a wet qualifying session.
It is. We have intermediate weather. So it should be into some very interesting 18 minutes or so.
It's going to be... Oh, Dave 1025 has come out onto track nice and early.
So just to confirm, Skyline, you definitely got all your voice settings enabled in broadcast options.
I will just double check. Yep, it's got microphone enabled, broadcast settings, sharing and broadcast, audio sharing settings. Yep, it's saying everything is ticked. Do you have the tick in your share party audio? In the broadcast settings, do you have it set to share part? Yeah. So I have no idea why it's not broadcasting my voice then, because we have everything as it should be. We done this earlier and it was all working. Hold on, if I... Right. No, I've just reset it. I've taken it off and then put it back on. Can people hear me now, please?
While you're trying to sort that, I'm watching Dave 1025 start a lap and he's struggling to keep it going in a straight line.
Yes.
Very, very slippery.
Yeah, Dave, yes. Thank you, Dave. I do apologise for the technical difficulties we've just had. I'm not being paid by Sky to do this, so... Right.
Unfortunately, we don't see any money transactions for doing this, so...
Yes. Now, we are on board with Dave 1025. A lovely viewing he is. Couple of lockups. I'm in cockpit view with him and he is struggling with lockup and turning. which isn't really a surprise in these sort of conditions.
No, certainly not. But it'll be one of those sessions where just getting any lap on the board, you might find yourself in a decent position.
Well, I wouldn't count Dave out just yet because he does have 2 pole positions this season already.
It's just been quite unlucky in the races to.
Yeah.
So far after 3 races to be on 0 points,
well, I mean,
it's almost impossible to figure out how that has happened.
It is. He has been very, very unlucky in his race starts, where his teammate has finished all 3 races and won all 3 races. He's just been on the bad end of the luck so far.
Yeah. Well, Mayhem will be hoping that Dave 1025 will be scoring points.
Yes.
Because of the issues that Dave's been having, the Ferrari team are right with Mercedes in the constructors.
I believe they're tied on 75 points each.
They are indeed. Mercedes are only ahead on the fact that they've got the race wins.
Yes.
But David Ward has actually gone faster than Dave 1025.
He's looking that Red Bull is looking very balanced as he's going around the long left-hander to complete the first sector.
He's got 7 tenths on.
Oh, he's run really. He's in the wall.
That's him out of the session. That is him out of the session. But he has got a lap in, and that'll be one benefit for him, that he's actually got a lap on the board.
That will be. He has. Oh, Soulman is coming round to the scene of the accident now. Oh, and he's run wide. Oh, gathered it up very well there. Okay.
Mayhem goes P1 now.
Okay. Mayhem has set a...
52. Oh, Soulman's crashed out.
Oh. Mayhem has set a 52.5. Dave Ward 54.5.
2 seconds already.
Oh. Mike May, Dave is on a faster lap though, a much faster lap.
Can he keep it together? The last 2 corners. Looks like just about.
Oh, he's gone second. 1.1 seconds behind his teammate. Yeah. But in these conditions, it's not really representative.
Oh, the Ferrari of Callum all over the show coming out, approaching turn 5.
Ooh.
Really struggling.
Everyone is struggling at the end of sector 1.
Oh, Callum.
Yeah.
Run wide. Now with Rob.
Is it me, or does Callum look like he's having slight lag issues as he did in China last week?
He is, yeah. He is having a sort of similar jumping effects that his car was having 2 weeks ago. Sorry, that
yeah, we were hoping he would have sorted that out, because that might almost certainly cost him a podium in the last race.
I just hope it doesn't cost anyone else in the race if he suffered with that lag in the race.
Mayhem's going for another lap.
And with the low tyre wear around here, it's just simply a case, bolt on a set of inters and just go round and round and round. There's no point. No point doing a couple of sprints and back in the pits. Just keep doing laps until you get a good lap of the ball.
Yep. Barley just had a very interesting entrance to the pit lane, which I will say is a very hard entrance even in the dry.
It is very difficult on the dry, and it's going to be one of those cases where if they run deep going into
into the pits, that would be in theory crossing the white line.
You
If they
will,
go back into the pit lane.
in that situation, you will incur a penalty either way with crossing the white line or
Exactly.
cutting the track. So you're damned if you do, damned if you don't.
In these conditions, I don't know what the condition is going to be like for the race, but it will be a case, just take it steady, especially in these conditions. Callum's connection seems to have stalled out a bit at the moment.
Yeah, it does. I'm on board with Mike Mayhem as he enters the final sections. Oh, he's coming into the pits. He's probably going to bolt on a new set.
You might just sit in the pit lane and see if anyone...
He does have... Oh, Rob Lee is having a few issues in that Force India. He's just brushed the wall in at the end of the back straight. It looks like he may have lost an end plate.
Oh, Callum goes into P2.
Oh. Callum has been
1.9.
very strong. He has shown a lot of pace this season so far. I mean,
he has done.
Yeah.
Both those Ferrari drivers have looked quite impressive actually this season.
Yeah, they are proving to be a very strong pairing in this GP2 season.
They are indeed.
It'll be interesting to see if Dave can start getting on the points regularly like his teammate is, what the championship will look like. Oh, let's jump on board with the McLaren of Mike Whiteside. He's sitting in.
Come out the pit lane, is he?
Yeah, he's run very deep to turn 2 and 3.
Oh, he's wide in turn 4 as well.
Yeah, he was commenting earlier in the week that he was struggling for a bit of pace. It doesn't really suit his driving style, this track. That McLaren does sound awful on the downshift though.
You should know more than anyone else.
Oh, I really do. It is a horrible sound when you're on board with it. It sounds a bit like a moped crossed with a hairdryer. Ooh, Mike has just brushed the wall.
He's on an outlap as well, isn't he? So surprised he's pushing as hard as he is. Oh, Rob goes P5.
Yeah. I would suspect that he's trying to build some heat into the tyre because the intermediates don't pick up the tyre temperature you need for the first outlap.
Is it me or is the rain stopping? Does it look like the rain has actually stopped?
It does. It does indeed. It looks like there are some bright patches in the sky as we're circulating with Rob Lee. Oh, Rob Lee has just clouted the wall again. Yeah, somehow he's got away with it.
On board with Mike Whiteside now, just starting a lap. See how he does in turn 2 this time.
It's a very difficult braking zone. Braking from 200 mile an hour down to... Oh.
He's really struggling around this track and in these conditions.
I would hazard a guess that it's more to do with Mike is one of the people that uses an automatic gearbox, so he doesn't have the engine braking that a manual gearbox user would do.
Yes,
so
that would definitely be a benefit in these conditions.
He's probably struggling a lot more to slow the car down just on the brakes alone.
Just can't get it slowed down. But the interesting question would be now, is it going to dry up in time and by the end of the session to actually be able to do a lap on slicks.
There is a very noticeable dry line, but I don't think it would. I don't think we're at the crossover point to do it yet.
No, I don't think we're over there yet, but it depends how long there is in the session. It could well be a case where we sort of the last lap or two of the session as Dave 1025 goes back in the P2. Still 1.3 of his teammate. Mayhem just seems to have
the pace.
The pace in these conditions on this track.
Oh, Charlie G, he's last season's GP2 champion. He's down in 9th, 1 place ahead of his teammate.
And Mike goes 8th.
Oh,
pushing his teammate down, but Charlie is yet to set a lap.
Yes.
This should be, as long as it's not been invalidated, this should be the lap where it gets him on the board.
Yeah, he does say he's on his out. This is his first time lap.
Oh, struggling with traction.
Yeah, you said that's a very difficult corner for traction in the dry. In the wet, it's amplified.
Oh, no lap on the board, so it must be invalidated.
The pressure is on now for the reigning GP2 champion. As we stay on board with him.
Yeah, he's going again, it looks like. He kept his foot down that straight. Makes turn 3 nicely. Now the important turn 4, sideways.
He's very...
So close to the wall on the inside of turn 4.
He's locked up a little bit as well. He's kept it going. Oh,
he's hit the wall.
He's somehow managed to keep all 4 wheels on the car.
So this lap will be we'll back out of this lap because it's not worth going.
Has he got any damage to that front wing though?
Is there enough time to get in the pits and out again in time to set a lap? They're all getting sideways around turn 4. It's quite skillful to see them keep it facing the right way on the exit of turn 4.
Dave 1025 is still 1.1 seconds behind his teammate, which is a staggering amount considering Dave has 2 pole positions this year.
It's looking a better lap this so far from Dave, just from the naked eye.
Oh, Charlie G has just missed the pit lane entrance massively.
And that is the problem you're going to have.
It is. We have place. We're continuing to circulate. It seems that everyone is struggling on the brakes into turn 1.
Check the flag. Right, I will back out.
Okay.
And
right, they need to stop doing what they're doing.
Let me know when the formation lap starts.
I will do. I will have to leave the party and then rejoin, because obviously I'll have to give them the 5-minute call.
No, they can't hear you on the grid, so they're told them.
Yeah. Oh, no problem.
There's no...
Right, so we will have to... Right, let's get the old timer ready.
We're at the results screen now.
No, we're not. We're still at the checker flag. We're waiting for the last few drivers to complete their laps. We have Barley coming round.
If anyone presses start the race early, can you ready up so you can get to see who it was?
Yeah, no problem.
Send them the message after the race.
Yeah, not a problem. Alright, we have Barley's aborted his lap, so we'll probably have to wait for him to simulate a race lap of his. It would have been easier if he'd just crossed the actual finish line, but now we're in this position where we have to wait. Oh. Yeah, he's just doing it'll be about 2 minutes now.
So we're looking at roughly then a 5:05 race start.
Yeah. Which is pretty much on schedule. As most people will be wanting to jump off it immediately and watch the Mexican Grand Prix.
Yes, which of course starts in 2 hours' time.
Yes, we will be. We now have the results screen. Mike Mayhem, a 151.7. Dave has broken the 1 second barrier and has achieved a 152.6. So he is less than a second behind his teammate. But then the gap starts to get quite large afterwards. Callum 1.9 seconds behind, and the other Ferrari 2.4. So we in fact have a Mercedes front row lockout and a Ferrari second row lockout.
Which is sort of the pattern we've been seeing so far this season.
What? No.
And the race will start at 5:04.
Yep.
Skyline.
Yep. I've just started the timer. So. Oh, it is a dry race for the entire race. If you run into difficulty with damage or punctures, this is basically a sprint race. It's quite unbelievable how very little tyre wear you get on this track.
It's just a smooth tarmac. There's just no retardation of the tyres. It therefore just causes very little friction and therefore no...
Well, Dave 1025 has left the session.
I thought he might have had issues with his connection.
He may... he has time to rejoin and get back in his rightful place. You do, however, on this track get a lot of thermal heat build up in the tyres because the track is so smooth. You do get a lot of heat build up. And Dave has rejoined.
He's just getting back control of his car.
No doubt he will be. We are still. Yeah, we are on the grid. I thought you were going to join in the formation lap.
I've joined the party. I've not started spectating yet.
Okay.
Yeah, let me know when the forming up starts and I'll spectate.
Yeah, we have just over 2 minutes until the race start.
The interesting aspect now will be who will start on the super softs. Who will start on the softs? Since they'll have a free choice.
There isn't a very large an actual time delta between the soft and the super soft. It's roughly about.
It's just pure for strategy.
Yeah, it's six. There's about a 6/10 difference between both tyre choices, but if you bring into slipstream into the equation, then that negates that, and you can run longer and you can run behind someone on the softs.
Yep.
So we found in practice that if you're 6 to 7 tenths behind someone, by the end of the straight you'll quite easily be past them.
Unless you've got a lot of wing ons, and then
yeah. or you're in a Renault that happens to smoke a lot.
I don't know what I'm on about.
They seem to have fixed that in the latest patch of the smoking Renaults.
Well, I'm gonna get that under control before the patch, to be fair.
Okay, we have 30 seconds for the race start, or the formation lap. And here we go. The race is now starting. Waiting for everyone to ready up. And we're on the formation lap run.
Okay, I will join. I will spectate and hopefully get a lovely image of the grid. Which I do. Love.
I'm staying well back for any sort of issues. Well, some people have been removed from the formation lap. There must have been some touching going on.
Yeah.
Well, Dave Ward has spun his Red Bull. Which is one of the race stewards has just overtaken him.
He might want to catch up because he's quite a way.
He is. He's probably 2 corners behind me. I'm not doing my best driving that I've ever done.
Really? I thought that was you being perfect.
Sometimes it is, Vern, sometimes it is.
Right, so we've now got Mayhem and 2 Ferraris coming up to the grid. Obviously,
Right,
Dave 185 on the way.
Dave Ward still has not caught me up.
They'll just have to sit on the grid for a good few.
The AI has taken control of the car.
I can see you come around the corner now.
Yep.
There's a Red Bull.
Yep. There's a few people doing some smoky burnouts on the grid.
Yeah, including you. Alright, and here we go. And we're away. Mayhem. Oh, it's Dave 1025 getting, well, I say getting a good start. It's AI. So,
Yeah, he does say in the actual live chat of your stream that he can't take control of his car.
oh, and we've got a Red Bull in the wall already.
Yes. I will have to slow to a pace to allow him through.
Oh, two Ferraris have collided. That's a disaster for the Ferrari team. They're both in the wall at turn 5. That's an absolute disaster.
Oh, I am now following them. I'm in this position now where I'm actually behind the Ferraris. And I can't actually go any slower. Are the Ferraris carrying any damage, or?
That's not what I could see initially, but I've gone back to the front of the grid. Yeah, Callum has got no front wing. J19 team's alright, but he's quite a way further up the track. He's coming through the tight corners at the end of the lap, just past the Red Bull. Who's the Red Bull pits? Oh, Red Bull must have front wing damage from his collision with the wall.
Yeah, it did look like he had a lot of damage. Right, now if I...
I'll tell you what, we've got Wellesley Bob in the Renault in 2nd place at the moment. He has had a fantastic start to pick off the field, right. And Mike Whiteside in 3rd.
That is a absolutely brilliant start from Mike Whiteside. As I'm on with the leader, Mike Mayhem.
Soulman in P4. We've got a real mixed up grid.
Oh, Rob Lee's putting on a move on. Is that still Dave's AI, or?
Let's have a look. Oh, it doesn't look like it, does it?
No, it does. There's no cross.
No, I think he's got back control of his car. He has.
It does look like it has, which will be a huge relief for him.
Yes, it definitely is.
Because he really needs some points on the board this season.
So he can try and do his recovery drive now.
Oh, Charlie G has moved up into 5th from the lowly start of 10th place.
This is a good battle we've got here. 2nd to 5th.
Yeah, it's
Dave not too far behind in 6th.
Yeah, we have 2 McLarens sandwiched in the middle. Oh, Mike is gone down the inside of Wellesley Bob.
And we've got Charlie. Oh, Wellesley Bob's turned into Mike.
I was on board with that.
He's now
a McLaren 2-3. The McLarens are battling.
Oh, they're so close. Soulman and Wellesley Bob to the back of that McLaren.
This is turning into a cracking start to the GP2 Russia race.
And look who's behind them already. Dave 1025 already on the back of the Renault. You're going to go around the outside of the Renault. No, Renault's run him out of road.
Oh, Wellesley Bob.
That's a bit naughty.
Yeah, it's a bit like this. That is a very fine call, that. Oh.
Dave's nearly putting it in the wall. He's got to calm down. I know he'll be very annoyed with that, with the issues with his connection at the start.
There's a big crash with Mike Whiteside and Soulman.
And Soulman are out.
That was a big crash, and I just caught that all
I
on the
caught the
thing.
aftermath. I saw both cars were missing wheels, but I didn't actually see what was happening. I was with Dave 125.
Yeah, that is not...
There will be... Mike will be gutted.
He was doing so well.
Charlie doing the fastest lap of the race. I'm surprised no safety car at the moment.
I too as well. Those cars are in a very precarious position.
Yeah. And Dave 1025 is taking Wellesley Bob for P3.
Charlie G has profited from this immensely. It is a massive mix-up at the start of this race.
What a entertaining first 3.5 laps we've had there.
Oh, Wellesley Bob needs to calm down under the safety car. He almost went off and put it in the wall.
And this will allow the two Ferraris who were in the run-off at turn 5 to be back in the mix as well.
I think this has played into Dave 1025's hands as well, because that awful start, falling down in the positions, and now he's back up to third, sitting behind a safety car. We'll close up to his teammate.
Under the safety car.
I
don't expect to see the Mercedes drivers because they're on the soft.
Yeah.
But we might see some of the super soft runners take a gamble with such a low tyre wear to maybe go for it.
That's a massive gamble. It does say you can do it on the softs, but the time drop off at the end of the race. Is it worth it at this stage? Is it too early to do it?
Charlie obviously thinks no, because we've got Wellesley Bob coming in. Wellesley Bob has come into the pits.
He may be fixing some damage. I did see him run wide on a few occasions.
We've got someone else in the pits behind him as well. Was that Rob? I thought it was. Rob Lee also in the pits, and he was on soft, so I guess that will also be for damage.
Callum and David Ward don't go in the pits. Rob's gone on super softs.
Interesting.
Wellesley Bob is on
soft.
The soft.
So they'll be at the back of the grid, but with fresh tyres.
Yeah.
So just give you a recap and show what the order is at the moment. So we've got Mayhem in the lead. He managed to keep hold of the lead at the start, despite the mayhem that went behind him. Excuse the pun. We've got Charlie in second, and Dave will be very happy to be P3 and right behind the leaders after his issues at the start of this race. J19 fourth, and then we've got Barley in the Williams up in P5.
Okay.
David Ward in the Red Bull P6, and with the other Ferrari of Callum in 7th, and then we've got Wellesley Bob and Rob rounding out the 9 cars that we've got left.
We also have Mike Mayhem, Charlie G, Dave 1025, J19, and Barley have not pitted yet. Dave, Callum, Wellesley Bob, Rob Lee have all visited the pits once.
I'm going to try, while we're under the safety car, try and get Mike Whiteside in here. His view of what happens.
Yeah.
I mean, Mike would have been streaming, so Mike would have got the collision from his point of view. but it'd be good to get an idea of it beforehand, since it seemed like both of us didn't actually see the build-up.
I was on board Mike's car when it happened, and
Soulman was behind me.
I was sitting. It was in the broadcast cam, so I couldn't get 100% view of what happened. Evening, Mike. You are live.
With, Mike Whiteside. Mike, we didn't quite, from my point of view, didn't quite catch what happened. Skyline was on board with you at the time. Tell us what happened. Tell us about your start first.
Yeah, we start. Got a great start, and then there was a little David Ward, I think, spun off, gave it advantage then, and the two Ferraris hit each other, which made it better. So up to third, halfway through the first lap. But great. Turn 4, Wellesley Bob completely cut the corner to get past me.
Interesting.
Yeah, good. So like, I was in second, and then I was in 6th. I would have been in second place when I crashed out, so it didn't happen. But anyway, going on, and everything was going well. Soulman caught up to me, but on the second DRS straight, come to the end of it where you've got a break in that, and Soulman just went right into the side of me and put me right into the wall. It's I don't have much luck around this track. Last year I got taken out on the first lap. This year, the 4th lap.
So we'll go over both for you and Soulman. You're both very high up the field, and with what had happened behind you, you would have in a decent position to have a decent result. So,
I was.
It's a shame.
He was looking very good for you.
Yeah, it was. With Dave 1025 had some issues. He left the session while we were waiting for the formation lap. He lost connection, and then he rejoined. Then it wouldn't let him rejoin in formation lap, and then it wouldn't let him get back to his car until the end of the first lap. So he lost a lot of places. He's got control now.
Yeah.
But very, very good at the moment.
Very unlucky for you, Mike. It seemed to come together in the first few laps of the race, and then was cruelly taken away from you.
Yeah. Just, well, never mind. There's always Spain in 2 weeks' time. We'll see what happens there.
Yeah, let's hope your luck turns for the better. That's a 2 weeks.
Hopefully, obviously, like, I don't know whether I should leave the session though, because I'm host, aren't I? So
yeah.
If you can stick around in the session, that'd be great.
Yeah.
Obviously, it'll be another person broadcasting as well, which will be immensely handy.
Yeah, not a problem. I will. I'll stop my broadcast because something happened, so I'll restart it again, and I'll do my own little bit of commentary. I will let you get back to.
Oh yeah, thanks Mike, and
lucky Mike.
Cheers, mate. Catch you later, lads.
Catch you later. It's very unlucky for Mike Whiteside there. Was looking very good for him in the first couple of laps.
It was all very hectic, 2nd to 5th though, those opening laps. So
yeah,
we saw Wellesley Bob and Whiteside collide at the chicane at turn 2 of that lap. And also I think Charlie had got Soulman at the same lap as well, at the same corner, so it was all going off. It looks like the safety car is in this lap, because Mayhem is backing off.
But it's always a tight race around here, because the slipstream is so overpowered at this track. If you fall back in the final sector, you've got a whole straight to gain it back in the slipstream. So you can never really break away from someone.
Oh, we've got some overtaking on behind there, which is a bit naughty, because that's the
Barley and Wellesley Bob side by side. Oh, this could be a very interesting turn 2.
Yeah, here we go.
Oh.
Charlie having a go at my sides. We've got J19 having a go at Dave.
Oh,
Callum having a go at David. Well,
running
they're all
wide
side
and
by side, I
deep.
think that's where they're describing it.
Yeah.
And Charlie's in the lead. Charlie has taken the lead from Mayhem.
Oh, Mike Mayhem will not be happy with that, considering he had a sizable lead before the safety car.
And Dave 1025 right behind his teammate.
It is.
What will he do?
It is very interesting towards the back of the field. We have the Ferrari, the Wellesley Bob in the Renault, and Rob Lee all battling.
They're all still very bunched. They're going to have a massive slipstream effect here down this straight if they get a good run.
Oh, J19's got a run
This
on the
could
Ferrari.
get very messy.
Oh,
J19 thinking about it.
oh.
Dave 1025 has got ahead of his teammate. We've missed that. Dave 1025 is in second. He's right on the back of Charlie already.
Dave is looking very strong.
Oh, Wellesley Bob deep into the second to last turn, nearly going to the back of
Dave is on the back of Charlie. Charlie's only defence is he's got super soft tyres on.
Mayhem's closer to the back of Dave, I reckon.
Yeah.
Closer. And he thinks better of it.
This is...
And they're all cutting the corner at turn 2 and 3. The back of the field.
I would expect a few penalties to be handed out in this race.
Ooh. Yes, it's very it's one of the few tracks on the calendar where corner cutting is very easy to build up in terms of penalties.
Yes.
So you may find positions at the end of the race decided on penalties more than anything else. Charlie's holding out at the front. Dave 1025, not letting him rest.
Dave is Charlie is using those red striped super softs to good effect to hold off the two Mercedes.
Renault of Wellesley Bob still not on the track. It's been a lot of those corners off.
Oh,
Mercedes getting very close.
Oh. I would think Mike will be lining his teammate up for the long straight.
Well, he might be calling for his teammate to let him by.
Oh, yeah. All this back.
Be any tactic.
All this. Oh, J19 and the Red Bull are going at it.
Yeah, David Walker's got by.
Very impressive showing. Very impressive from the driver in the Red Bull car.
Mayhem alongside his teammate.
Oh.
Action going on in the background as well.
There is.
Hard to keep up.
It is going off everywhere in this race.
Wellesley Bob again running wide. The exit at turn 2, turn 3.
He will be running a very thin line. Oh, very close between the two Mercedes.
Oh, J19 has got a brilliant run on the Red Bull. Might be thinking of a move. No, thinks better of it. And now the two Ferraris are side by side. And Rob.
Oh, Wellesley Bob is very deep into the corners.
Rob, I think, will want to get past him quickly, so I reckon Rob can get onto the back of the Ferraris if he can get past this Renault. Barley's fallen.
Oh, the Ferraris are going at it. The Mercedes are going at it.
Wellesley Bob. Wellesley Bob is so close to the Ferraris.
Oh, I believe that is Dave. He's lining up Charlie. Oh!
Wellesley Bob has just dived up the inside of Callum, I believe that is. It was an absolutely brilliant move into the
Oh,
chicane.
I believe the Mercedes is going to be lining up the McLaren at the end of the straight. Here's DRS zone. Wide
Charlie going
open.
defensive.
Oh,
Charlie's got good straight line speed.
he has. He's very
That's interesting
interesting.
to know for the race ahead, and Mayhem up the inside at turn 4.
This is
Charlie will have to yield, surely.
yeah, he's yielded. He's yielded.
Or Dave try and capitalise. And meanwhile, it's all still kicking off at the back. And Callum's been mugged. He's at the back of the field now. He's at P8 off the back of the rest. And also Rob has got past Wellesley Bob finally. So Rob up the P6.
This is a very good battle for the first, second and third. All within 1 second of each other.
It's 2.7 covering the top 3. Oh, Dave really deep on the brakes.
Oh, Charlie losing a bit of traction.
If Charlie stays close, I think he'll have Mayhem into the chicane at turn 2.
Yeah,
If he stay close, he seems to have a very good straight line speed for the previous lap.
it does look like that way.
Can he get a good exit now? Is he close enough? I don't think he is.
No, I'm looking back from Mike Mayhem's car. It seems
Charlie, and yeah, he's not close enough.
It seems Mayhem just got the better. Oh, Charlie went very deep.
And that's allowed Dave through into second.
So
and he's now got the Red Bull David Ward behind him.
We are now running a Mercedes 1-2.
The move into turn 5. Red Bull into P3.
Oh,
it's a very good showing from David Webb here on his debut here in gp2 at races.
He's making a name for himself, that is for sure. He's on the super softs as well, and he's looking to hunt down those Mercedes.
Right, so we've got a time penalty already for Wellesley Bob. He's got 2 actually as Wellesley Bob. Both 3-second time penalties. J19 has got a 3-second time penalty, as has David Ward. Dave 1025 also. Rob Lee.
Oh. Charlie G with a bit of a lock-up. Oh, the battle is heating up between there. It's to be expected with this track. Is a very fine line between a valid and invalid lap.
Yes, definitely. They are starting to... Well, I'll say starting to string out. It's the Red Bull looking closer to Dave.
Yes, he is closed up considerably.
He's in DRS.
Charlie has DRS on Dave, and well, still in DRS range, so he can still close up considerably.
And this is a very good showing from the Red Bull driver. J19 and Rob battling for P5, but they've managed to drop. We appear to have Wellesley Bob's just pitted again, so I think he's just lost another wing.
He's had a few excursions off the track, so it's to be expected.
Yeah, 7th, 8th and 9th have all drifted off at the back of the pack.
Oh.
Callum, Barley and Wellesley. Rob also starting to lose a bit of ground. The second,
No,
third, and fourth are all still in the same shot at the moment.
Yeah, this is not what the Ferraris wanted at this race. They wanted to try and take the lead in the Constructors' Championship. It doesn't look like they're going to...
just be looking for some points.
Yeah. Dave has had one of the most unluckiest starts.
David Ward here now. It's alongside and he's through down the straight. Back in the 3.
Oh, Dave's coming back at him. Dave is coming back at him on the inside.
Good run.
Will Charlie yield?
Charlie trying to hang out around the outside.
Oh, that is some great driving from the pair there. Side by side, which is quite interesting. We have the Verstappen rule now. No moving in the braking zone.
Yeah, so we need to keep an eye on that. And look who's J19 and the Ferrari's closing in on the pair of them. But Charlie will have another run with DRS. Can he get anywhere near him?
He's looking. Ooh.
David Ward not giving in.
Ooh. We will go. And has Charlie got him? No.
Not quite.
This
David
is
Ward wide into the...
all this battling is allowing the two Mercedes to pull away a very nice gap.
As I said, yeah, the Ferrari J19's onto the back of this pair as well. So we'll have a three-way battle for third place very shortly. Again, Charlie's got another run. He's gone to the inside this time. Another safety car.
Oh, what is that for?
What's that about? And who was in third and fourth between Charlie and Charlie and David Wards? They were side by side. It looks like David still... No, Charlie's gone through. Charlie was ahead. But what have you got the safety car for?
Why is this... I am as confused.
Oh, is it Wellesley, Bob, maybe? Having an off at the back of the field.
Quite possibly, if you go off and are pointing in the other direction, it does tend to throw the safety car out.
Yes, we've not had any retirements, but this will just close the pack right up and annoy the Mercedes drivers once more.
Wow, a lot of incidents. A fair few incidents.
You're on the race director, are you?
I am indeed. Speeding. Oh, Rob Lee has got Rob Lee has got a 2 drive-throughs for speeding under the safety car.
I see 3. I see 3 on my screen.
Oh, yeah, indeed. I went down one more. He's got 3. Callum.
Harley's got a 10. Oh, Rob Lee's been disqualified.
Oh.
I wonder if that's why we had the safety car, maybe.
Yeah, I would. He's chucked it out a bit late.
And of course these guys, Charlie, we've got some guys going in the pits, Charlie and David and J19 all pitting.
Well, in theory, they were on the red super soft, so going onto the soft now, they could quite comfortably get to the end of the race on the softs. And that would put them behind, with the safety car, they'll be right up behind the Mercedes.
J19 was already on the soft though, I'm sure of it. And Charlie got held up badly, I think, at the...
J19 may be taking this opportunity to fix some minor wing damage, or just get a fresh set of boots to be under the safety car and run to the end. So we follow the Mercedes round. It's a Mercedes 1, 2, 3 at the moment.
Mercedes 1, 2, 3. I just realised what you meant by that. Uh, yeah, it looks like Callum has decided to stay out on his softs. I've just had Rob message me saying that he got disqualified for speed of 9 in the safety car, but he has no idea why he got brought out either. So we're still none the wiser as to why the safety car has been deployed.
There are no stewards on the track. There's no rogue cars anywhere. So,
There's no retirements apart from Rob getting disqualified behind the safety car, but that wasn't the reason for bringing it out.
And
so
the only thing I could think of would be Wellesley Bob exceeding track limits in a way that would bring the safety car out.
Yeah, unless someone's had a spin at the back and the station is long enough for the safety car to want to be deployed.
It's a very confusing safety car, but hopefully we'll be able to work it out.
Back up again.
It's definitely making it a very exciting race.
Callum coming in the pits.
Well, these are all technically free pit stops while you're under the safety car. You'll lose track. You'll lose track position, but you'll have the better tyre.
And Callum's gone to the super soft. That's interesting. Very interesting.
The two Mercedes have yet to pit. This could play into the hands of the rest of the field.
Well, they started on the soft, so they haven't really had a choice. Because I don't think the super softs have got a prediction of 33 laps, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, it's 33, 34 laps, whereas the soft has a 50. Yeah. It's not enough at this point.
Yeah. Super soft will not get you to the end here. So
everyone who's pitted and sitting on the soft is in a very nice position, whereas the two Mercedes are at a slight disadvantage. They may have track position, but they're on effectively the wrong tyre for this point of the race.
Yeah, just to put it into perspective, David Ward had actually stopped twice. He obviously had his incident on the first lap.
Yeah.
He stopped again. He's on the soft tyre in P3. And Charlie has also stopped in P5 on the soft. So those two, if they can stay near the Mercedes drivers, they're going to be in a very good position come the end of the race.
Well, it also the problem is what will Mercedes do? They can't double stack because they're too close.
They can't pit at all unless they stop under the safety car and then pit immediately again to go back on the softs. They can't pit.
Yep. And the safety car will be in, I would guess, at the end of this lap, after this lap here.
So they're just going to have to floor it and hope they've got to get a gap. But that Red Bull with David Ward and Charlie in the McLaren have got the pace
to stay with them.
Stay within touch. And they need to be within 18 seconds to come out in front when the Mercedes cars pit.
They are on a fresh set of softs as well, so they will have a slight pace advantage. It is turning into a brilliant race. It has definitely been mixed up. So the safety car should be in at the end of this lap. What tyres is Barley on?
Harley's on the soft, but he's not stopped yet.
So he is in the same position as the Mercedes.
He is, yes. He's in that position just because he's yet to stop. But the fact that he can't pit yet in theory, because he's on the soft tyres at the start of the race, he's been forced to stay out like the Mercedes guys have had to do. And it looks like the lights are out. If I can see correctly, it looks like the lights are out in the safety car.
Yeah, they definitely are. And Mayhem is back in the pack up.
Now, what I would say, in theory, these two Mercedes drivers can't battle each other. They need to work as a team to pull away. Get away from the field and build a gap, because otherwise they're not going to win this race.
But the problem with this is they can't. They're not going to have to. They can't stop together, but they need to. They need to get a gap.
Yeah.
Oh, David Wall. He was very opportunistic there.
I think he could be in the. And Charlie's looking to dispatch. He's already dispatched Barley. So Charlie already into fourth. And Dave is going for P2.
Oh, a bit of tyre rubbing there. He throws his hand up in frustration.
Dave wanted to stays in second, but
this
is exactly what these guys don't need.
He's got a brilliant run up the inside of the long left-hand turn.
And Charlie's going to capitalise as well. Not quite. And Ferrari up the inside.
Wellesley Bob has spun again. He's kept it pointing in roughly the right direction.
Oh, Charlie nearly spinning it on the exit of turn 6.
It's very easy to do at this track. There's very little traction considering it's such a smooth circuit.
But we've now got a scenario. David Ward, P2, on 3-lap-old softs.
Yep.
Battling the leader, who's on 19-lap-old softs. And David can get to the end if he can look after this set.
Indeed he can. It is very easy. It's a one-stop race from the start, so he can quite comfortably get to the end of the race on that set of tyres.
Oh, Charlie's out. Charlie's out.
I didn't catch that because I was on board with Mike.
I didn't catch that. I was on board with David.
I was on board with Mike.
He's also crashed out. Will that bring another safety car out?
It's
David's
still.
He's going to go for the leader. He's hoping the safety car doesn't come out because he's going for the lead here. Here he goes.
Side by side, little touch.
Oh, so close, but without touching. And he's trying to hang it around the outside.
He's going for it. He's superb driving.
Lovely moves. What
side by side, all the way through that sector. Absolutely brilliant driving from these guys.
What fantastic driving! And this guy on his debut in GP2.
And they're still side by side. No, Mayhem has gone back.
Dave nearly in the wall.
Bit of twitching, struggling under traction. Now Dave's got the DRS.
No, there shouldn't be DRS. Just had the safety car. It should be 2 laps yet. So it's just pure straight line speed. And again, they're so close to touching.
They're still side. Dave backed out of that one.
Ferraris. J19 has collided with one of the Ferraris collided with Dave 1025 in the background. Because they were side by side into the same corner, and they've suddenly spread out, and there were yellow flags being waved. So we missed that, but looks like there was a collision out there.
And Dave Ward is going for Mayhem again. This
He should
is
be well clear this time.
yeah. He's well ahead before the braking zone. But Mayhem is
He
not
can get it
taking.
stopped.
Oh, he's not laying down and taking that.
And he's got the gaff. He's clear in the lead.
Yep. Can he keep
Mayhem
it?
will not be happy about that.
Oh, he definitely won't.
So you've got to think, in theory, Mayhem is a stop behind, isn't he?
He is. He's.
So in theory, think about it. It's technically a 20-second gap between these two when Mayhem pits.
It's more than that now because he's behind. He's. I don't think Mayhem will be able to win this race without the help of another safety car. With the pace.
He's going to need a safety car or for David Ward to have a problem.
Yeah. And Dave is in the same position, and these two are fighting for a podium. They need to open a very large gap to the rest of the pack.
It's just got to keep it cool and calm as David, because even if Mayhem does pass him back, he will inherit the lead again.
Nice. I mean, this has turned the constructors on its head. I mean, it's played right.
Ferraris.
Yeah, it's played right into the hands of the Ferraris. But saying that, the
Mayhem retakes the lead with DRS down the straight.
but both Ferraris are on the super softs. Can the super soft go 30 odd laps?
No, they won't.
They won't.
33 laps prediction, isn't it? And we're 31 to go.
No.
So it's right on the bubble.
They will be
bubble to whether they'll run out of grip before the race.
They'll be risking punches,
Yes, they will be.
especially if they lock up.
They're going to have to need another safety car, I think, those Ferraris, if they're going to hope for any kind of race win here today.
Yeah.
Because this Red Bull's in prime position.
But Mayhem is back past Dave.
Well, not for long, it looks like. Dave's back up the inside.
This is a little touch.
Little touch. Nothing to be concerned about.
This is a cracking drive from the debut Red Bull driver.
Loses the rear on the exit. And the Mayhem's back round the outside. He's leaving him space. He knows he's there.
I can only imagine what Mike is saying under that helmet visor. Don't you know who I am?
Yes, out of my way.
This was not in the Mercedes script for today's race.
Definitely not.
And all this fighting is again allowing Dave to catch up.
Oh, he's hit the back of him.
Oh.
He's hit the back of Mayhem.
Oh, is he out? Is he out?
No. Get it facing the right way though. He got such a run through turn 4. He just went into the back of Mayhem.
Oh.
Has he got any?
I was on board with Dave, so I couldn't see that. But
I was on board with. It looks like. Is he miss? It's hard to tell on the Red Bull wing. He's missing an end fence.
it does have quite a few pieces. It's very difficult to determine damage.
Just trying to look. He seemed. I can't imagine he's not suffered any kind of damage on his wing after that.
I would assume it would be like a broadcast glitch where we see an undamaged car but he is damaged.
It seems a good turning. but he's been told to pit, so I reckon he has got some. His steering wheel is telling him to pit, so
Yeah.
I reckon he has got some damage.
Let's turn the race on its head again.
He's going to stay out though. He's obviously not.
Oh, Dave has just taken his teammate. The two Mercedes are going at it.
Again, this is not what I reckon they had planned for today.
I think. Oh
my words! They've got to be careful. They can't afford to take each other out because those Ferraris will capitalise.
This is playing into the Ferrari's hands beautifully.
You've got to think of it. All these guys have got to stop one more time. So the Mercedes have yet to pit. You can't imagine the Ferraris will get to the end on the super soft. So all these guys have got to stop. So this is a general battle for the lead.
This could, but Wellesley, I believe Wellesley Bob. No, he is on the super soft. So we have had a full reset of the race.
We have, effectively, yeah. We are back to square one. How far behind it? Well, saying that, David Ward, after that, he's only 16 and a half seconds off the lead.
Yeah.
That. Oh, and he's hit the back of Barley now. He's gone and just hit the back of Barley. He's got to calm it down.
Yeah, Mayhem and Dave, I think, need to calm it down and work together. Dave is moving it to the extreme right of this straight to keep the slipstream from Mayhem.
Well, at the moment, the gap is exactly the point it takes to get through the pits between David Ward at the back and the leaders at the front. So I wouldn't discount that Red Bull out just yet.
Yeah. So Dave just needs to keep it calm. He's managed to dispose of Barley now, so David Ward, so he's got clean air now. Obviously, there's if he can, when he catches them, because it's less than a pit stop behind, the Mercedes will be on super soft versus him on the soft.
That is the dilemma that he's now in. He's now not got that gap advantage he would have had when the Mercedes pitted. And we've got, is that J19 going for P2? It is. He's right on the back of Mayhem.
There's so much going on in this race, we cannot keep up.
I think the place to be at the moment is at the front here.
It is. I'm on board with J19, and he has got a wonderful view of both of the Mercedes.
So Mayhem will have DRS on Dave. J19 will have DRS on Mayhem.
The biggest question is, which Mercedes is going to pit first? Oh, he's gone down into it. Oh, we have a safety car. Another safety car. What is that for?
It's not popped up on my screen. That's interesting. What is that? Oh,
Wellesley Bob has just passed the safety car, so he's obviously unlapping himself. Well,
yes, it's not caught the leader, is it? But yeah, my screen's not saying that we've got a safety car. It's weird.
Yeah, we do. They've all slowed down. But J19 is in second.
He passed at the right point before the safety car was deployed. Now, would you pit?
If it was me, I would.
We're what, lap 26, so we're 27 laps from the end, so any set of tyres
will get you there.
In theory, could get to the end, but the super softs will be very worn, obviously, by the time we get there. So, is it advantage Ferrari now? Because they can pit for the softs and get to the end without an issue.
We don't know. It's a tough call. I mean, the Mercedes have no choice but to pit If they do not pit under this safety car, it is race over for them. But this has played back into the hands of David Ward.
It has done. If he has got any damage, he can pit. Get that damage fixed. Be at the back, and Dave 1025's pitting. The Ferrari's, yes, Callum's pitting as well. Callum is following him in.
Yeah. Oh, Dave 1025 has pitted.
Yep. So we've got one of each team of the Mercedes and the Ferraris in. So yeah, Dave 1025.
I wonder if
Goes for the
that is very interesting. Yeah, it's gone for another all super
Callum
softs.
also.
Right.
This is interesting. I would have
Oh,
probably favoured the soft tyre.
The safety car has stopped in the middle of the road and has now picked up J19. So effectively, when Mayhem and J19 pit, they will be at the back of the pack.
Yeah, well, it's the same for Mayhem. Because Mayhem's also yet to pit, hasn't he?
And David Ward has just exited the pits. He's put on another set of softs, so he obviously thinks that that's the tyre to go to the end on.
Yeah, I think the super soft it's too close to the margin to get to the end here, you know. Although it predicts 33 laps, it's 26 laps to go. So you're going to be 80% plus tyre wear on that tyre by the end of the race.
Yeah.
So I think the soft tyre is the way to go.
Yeah. Well, obviously the Mercedes had no choice, that they have to run that compound as the mandatory set.
I'm surprised Callum didn't put a set of softs on.
If it was me,
fresh sets, that's the only reason I can't.
If it was me personally, for those Mercedes, I'd be going straight back into the pits and putting on another set of softs after you've run the super soft for a lap, because that will be the tyre to.
Still got to put the super soft on, hasn't he? Mayhem is yet to pit still.
They are not going to have the pace. They will not have the pace on the super softs to build a big enough gap.
I would expect J19. I would expect J19 to pit this lap for the soft tyre. I know he's in the lead, but he surely can't afford to stay out there. Mayhem does pit, but J19 stays out. Now that could cost him the race.
It could. Oh, 1 second, I have someone at my front door.
So once again, the pack bunched right up. We've only got 7 cars left, I believe. Yep, only 7 cars left, but from what we've seen so far, it's been a very entertaining first half of the race, and I can't expect it to go any other way than dramatic for the remaining 27 laps. 25 laps, sorry.
I do apologise about that. Some adorable little trickle-treaters have just left my house empty-handed.
So yes, we've got 25 laps to go.
We have Mayhem at the back of the grid on the super softs.
Yes.
Behind.
Completed this stop.
So we have David Ward is now on a soft, which will comfortably get him to the end with decent pace in front of him. Barley, and Wellesley Bob, both on the super softs.
David Ward is the only driver on the soft tyre. Everyone else is on super soft.
I do believe that will be the correct tyre at the pace this race is running. to get to the end. The super softs are going to be extremely worn in the final few laps.
Will we see anyone dive into the pits this lap to get rid of the super soft?
I believe that's the Mercedes' only option.
I thought Mayhem was thinking about it then, but he's not. He's just backing off to build up time. Tyre temperature and brake pressure. Everyone has stayed out.
And after all that, we have Wellesley Bob in 4th place.
Well, we've got David Ward, who's
In 6th. It's
ghosting, so he was obviously... There's only 7 drivers left. But
he's definitely ghosting.
And do not go away, folks.
3rd safety car of the race. And looks like we're going to get a few more. Oh! The safety car slowing up there, causing everyone to take avoiding action.
Everyone needs to space out. While the safety car is still going round, they can't afford to be so close behind the car in front, because they could lose a wing. We know the safety car isn't the quickest on this game. And yeah, they just need to leave a gap. Maybe not be directly behind. Maybe pull alongside or something, so they definitely can't in front.
It's definitely a downside of the safety car. It is quite unpredictable with its pace sometimes. Being on the cautious side tends to pay off.
And I think
it does look like
out on the safety car.
Yeah, they are definitely. Their cars are being backed up.
J19 is not backing up at the moment, which is interesting.
If you're going for the lights are out.
Lights are out. He's just not backing away.
I think he's going to be on the limiter.
He will be. Yeah, there goes the safety car.
And J19 is, see, he's still on the limiter. Until that car is in the pit lane fully.
Which is now. Dave 1225's got a good run at the last turn. I think J19's going to get mugged here down the straight.
Mayhem at the back is going to have to cut his way through this field.
And we know David Ward is no slouch to overtake. And as Dave 125 takes the lead.
Wellesley Bob again taking to the AstroTurf on turn 3.
And Mayhem has dispatched David Ward. Already. He is on the... Oh, Mayhem's hit the back of Barley.
Oh, has he got any damage? Has he got away with it?
David Ward is
side
off the road.
Oh, that could be a decisive move, that.
But yeah, has Mayhem got any damage from his collision on the back of Barley?
That is very well.
That's good sportsmanship.
He's given the pace back. That's what we like to see here.
Yeah, that appeared just to be good sportsmanship on his own accord to let him back through.
Obviously that will go towards him. It's, hopefully Mike won't put in an appeal against that, because he did receive the place back. Two Ferraris running 2nd and 3rd, with Dave out front.
Sets the fastest lap of the race, 1:40.
Yes.
Wellesley Bob's been disqualified. I think that's for numerous corner cuts.
Sorry to say, but we saw that coming.
Yeah, I'm afraid that has been on the cards since lap 1. So he did actually get the first of his time penalties on the first lap. So that's unfortunately been on the cards.
It is a, like we said, it is a very difficult track regarding corner cuts. But it's on the driver's own influence to practice and know what he can get away with and what he can't.
Exactly. We're now down to 6 drivers.
But still a very entertaining race. They are all within 10-15 seconds of each other.
I think, yeah, we've only got 6 cars on track, but I reckon there's still 5 guys who can still win this race. The 2 Ferraris, the 2 Mercedes, and the Red Bull.
2 Ferraris are running in tandem.
Barley's doing well to stay in touch though. In P5, this is a very good showing from him.
And Mike Mayhem is closing back up on the Ferraris. He will want to be back on that podium and going for his 4th win of the championship.
And look at the gap that Dave 1025 has already pulled out.
3.9 seconds over his teammate.
That looks bigger than 3.9.
That's what it's saying from my 3.8.
Yeah. It looks bigger than 3.8 in my opinion, that, but we're being given.
I would guess that's because it's a long straight. It makes it look bigger at these high speeds down the straight.
We've got David Ward trying to get past Barley for P5, and this is crucial because he can't lose touch. Because we know for a fact, I think J19 will need to stop again.
Yeah.
Any of the guys up ahead.
Oh, Dave is going down the inside. He's going down the inside of Barley. He's down the inside of Barley.
Got him.
Dave just needs to. Yeah. Dave just needs to keep his head here.
Barley.
Yeah.
Barley does back out of that one. But yeah, so if David can get good pace,
he could find
he's
himself
still in a shout with this.
He could find himself coming back at a very high rate of knots towards the end of the last few laps.
Mayhem has got by Callum already.
Yep. He's Ferrari.
P3 now.
Yep. Mayhem is looking to recover from what was a very precarious position down in last.
To be honest, he might be enjoying the fact he's got some overtaking to do. He's had very lonely races up until now.
He has. He
might be enjoying this.
Dave is out front. He's built up a nice little gap to second place. About 3-4 seconds. Oh. Down the inside, side by side.
Giving up.
Very well defended by J19 there. And the second Ferrari is looking at Mayhem.
Yeah, Callum is up the inside. Around the outside of
the have they touched? Oh, they have all bunched up.
And you can see the Red Bull of David Ward in the background when in broadcast view on these. So.
He's
Mayhem very deep.
Oh,
and this will allow Callum for a run.
Oh, is that a touch?
Nearly contact.
Callum's run a bit wide. It's allowed Mayhem back through. Oh. All this battling is
run now, though.
It's allowing J19 to build a bit of a gap.
And here comes Callum. He's got good straight line speed in that Ferrari, but he's not close enough this time round. He might wait for DRS next time.
I think with this defensive driving and attacking, I doubt these super softs will be alive at the end of the race.
I think the one person who might be laughing will be Dave 1025. He's on the super soft, but he's in clean air. He can do what he wants. He might be in a position to look after those tyres.
And this is bringing Dave Ward back into the equation on those softs. So he's sitting in the background there. Dave is sitting in the background there watching these three.
Yeah, Mayhem is through into P2.
Oh,
Around the outside of J19.
J19's. Oh, J19. He's coming back at him.
It's that slipstream effect you were on about at the start of the race.
Yeah,
it just keeps you in touch.
If you're running a lower wing level, you can get away with it down the straight.
Mayhem a little wide.
All this time.
Be close, and you'll have DRS, and Callum will have DRS as well.
And all this time, all this fighting is allowing Dave to be easy on his tyres, not make any mistakes, and increase his lead.
Yeah, this is just perfect for Dave 1025 to go through the first race victory of the season, his first points of the season as well.
Yeah, he's had a very unlucky start, but he's definitely on the track to putting that right so far.
Mayhem hitting. Mayhem is in the pits. What's that about? What was that about? Has he got any hands?
Yeah, he may have. Has he got a drive-through? Let's have a look on the old race director.
More super soft. I think he was thinking the same thing as we've been, that he wouldn't have got to the end. So he's hoping maybe get this set of tyres to the end, and then the Ferrari will drop off.
So that has promoted J19 into second, Callum into the final podium position, but more importantly, it has put David Ward into fourth on those softs.
Yeah, David Ward, I think he's definitely off the P2 here. Will Dave 1025 get to the end on those super softs out in front?
I mean,
that is the main question now.
He's only Dave is 12 seconds behind the leader, but Dave won 10.25. He might have to pit again. Mayhem down in sixth now.
Oh, Dave 1025's lost part of his wing.
Ooh.
He's lost part of his wing.
Oh, he has. He's lost some winglets. He looks like he's lost the trailing edge.
He has. Look at that. The right-hand side. And he's pitting. He's in the pits.
Yeah, yep, he has lost.
So
that has promoted the Ferraris to 1 and 2.
More importantly,
will he get out in front of his teammate? Oh, he's in prime position. He's now got a bolt on the super softs. He's got no option now.
He's got hope for a safety car now, because I think he would have been the guy leading at the end of this race. Dave 1025's out in front of his teammate.
And now we have a Ferrari 1-2.
Barley in the Williams.
Into third.
Into third place.
This race has been turned on its head yet again.
Mayhem's looking to get by his teammate. We've got the Mercedes now battling for fourth. This is not what they would have expected.
Now, will Ferrari be wanting to play this safe? And just hold.
He lost his wing, didn't he? He's 24 seconds supposedly behind the Ferraris. That is enough of a gap, isn't it, to pit and get out in front?
It's around an 16 to 18 second stop in the pits if it's perfect.
If I were Ferrari, I would get one of these. Yes.
Yeah, he is. That's allowed Callum through. Callum now has to push.
Well, the J19 should be well clear.
J19 has gone. He's gone on to another set of super softs.
Right, where are these Mercedes boys? Coming around the last corner now. J19 will be ahead of him still, I think.
Well, yeah.
He is. By a good margin.
And I can confirm on the leader, Callum Rose, he has selected the pit this lap button. He will be pitting this lap, so they're obviously talking to each other. They're looking at the Constructors' Championship.
Well, Callum was right behind
yeah.
his teammate, wasn't he? So, and that gap that J19's got, Callum, if he has a clean in-lap, should slot into that gap between J19 and the Mercedes cars.
He is pushing. He is 0.2 up on his previous best lap. So he is really pushing to make sure he comes out in front of his teammate. This could be a decisive moment in the race.
And if he does pit this lap, that will promote Barley into the lead of this race.
I can tell you, Vern, I did not see that coming.
No offence to the guy, but I think he's been lapped in every single race this season so far. So to be in a position to possibly lead this Grand Prix, Callum stayed out.
Oh,
Callum is staying out.
Callum is gambling.
Is he going to go for this, or is he waiting? Why he wouldn't wait? So Supersofts will easily get to the end now. With fresh set.
Oh no, we have Barley in. Barley has. He's playing safe. He is playing safe.
And Mayhem has got past his teammate. Mayhem is ahead of day 1025 now.
So we have Callum.
39.3. So Callum out in front, staying out.
He's leading his teammate by 16.7 seconds.
It's not enough. He's got to stay out now, surely. If he'll be behind.
Mayhem is right behind J19, so he will come out behind those two Mercedes if he pits now.
Callum will be P4 if he stops, so I think Callum's in a position he's got to gamble. He's got to go for this.
Oh, that is a touch and go call. If it pays off for him.
When did he pit? That is the question. When did he go?
I believe he pitted at the last safety car, which was around lap 29, I believe. So he's on 10.
End of lap 28, start of lap 29. It looks like something like that. So that's right on the bubble, and he's staying out. He is going to go for this, you know.
His teammate he's chopped a second off of him. It's down to 15.4.
And we've got 15 laps to go. So that's a second a lap that J19 needs to close.
This is going to be a very close finish. But the tyre drop off on those super softs.
And if J19 and the Mercedes guys battle, that might give that extra bit of breathing space for Callum. J19 could do a massive favour for his teammate here by backing up the Mercedes.
But does he want to do that? Is he looking at constructors, or is he looking at his championship hopes?
Well, he's P2 in the championship, isn't he?
Yeah.
I don't think, or in this case, he will not take the lead.
But he could. He could close that gap. I believe he's 24 points behind Mayhem in the championship standings. But it's the constructors is tied. So at the moment,
Ferrari will lead the constructors standings.
Which will not be what the Mercedes guys were looking for this race. Their pace in qualifying, they thought they had it wrapped up.
Oh, Dave 125 locking up, getting very close to the back of his teammate.
Oh, J19, he's pushing. It's down to 14.8 now.
Yeah, Callum is staying out, but that's around a second a lap he's closing, and that is exactly the amount of time he needs to close the gap by the end of the race.
But as we know,
So at
Vern,
this pace, it'll
catching
be
is
a
one.
last lap battle.
Catching is one thing, passing is a completely other.
Passing is another.
It's-
It went up to 14.9 at the
He's-
end of the lap. Mayhem is right on the back of J19 now, so if these guys battle, that gap may increase and help Callum. And if
That
it
is-
builds up enough, you might be able to pit and come out in front if these guys battle enough. So that's one thing to keep an eye out for. Well, it's 13.8 now. He's taken a second in that first sector.
Oh, he's on the bubble of what he needs to get to catch his teammate, and he's going to be on much fresher tyres when he gets to his teammate.
But he's got two Mercedes cars to defend as well, so
It is anyone's
he can't just
race.
focus on Callum. Mayhem closing, going for it, and collided. There was contact there.
Oh, is there any damage?
There was definitely contact there in the braking zone. It doesn't look like there's any damage, but
It doesn't. It looks like everything
if I was
is.
J19, I wouldn't be happy. J19 stayed close to get DRS.
Well, the question is, has Mayhem got that pace to catch Callum? I
So
feel
Callum will be playing for a safety car now because the Delta will allow him to pit
and get out.
and get out in front. And Dave 1025 has passed J19 as well.
I don't think we have enough cars on track to get a safety car unless something happens.
It literally just has to be, yeah, maybe a collision between these Mercedes and J19 because Barley's got David Ward closing up on him, so there'll be a battle there for fifth place as well. And we're seeing David Ward has already lost the wing today, so
it's a shame Barley pitted because he was in prime position for a podium as well, because he had the tyres to go to the end.
it would have been touch and go for him, wouldn't it? I think.
He's running at a slower pace than the other guys, so he would have had a bit more tyre life than they would.
Look at that gap already. Mayhem only 12.4 seconds. It's coming down quickly. Mayhem has got the pace.
Well, Callum's doing everything right at the moment. He's keeping it clean, not locking up. He's keeping to a very good pace. So
It's down to 11.8. It's coming down quickly, that gap. Mayhem's doing enough here.
I mean, Callum's last lap. Callum does have some penalties. I believe that is what I think has spurred this staying out.
Attempt to stay out, yeah, to get the gap.
I mean, he does have 2 penalties, so he's. Oof. Like you said at the start, that this could come down to how many penalties each driver has received. But he is still circulating in the 141s, so he's doing the time he needs to stay ahead.
And the instances, the penalties, J19's got a 10-second penalty as well, so that's going to cost him.
But, Mike Mayhem, he has some penalties. He does have a penalty, so this will be very decisive at the end of the race. What about Mayhem's teammate, Dave?
Mayhem's got 2 penalties.
Yeah.
I've counted 2 so far for Mayhem.
Dave has 3 as well. 3, 4. Dave has 4. This is going to be extremely hard at the finish to call.
it's going to be a case we just have to wait for them to cross the line and see what the penalties do in terms of arranging the order. That's all we can. That's all we can hope for. Is
if you're as confused as we are, folks, we don't know what's happening, and we've got all the information in front of us.
just enjoy the racing. Come back at the end when you see the table.
Barley has 1 10-second, 3 penalties, but he doesn't have as many penalties as the leaders. David Ward has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He has a few penalties, about the same as the leaders, so this will be very interesting at the finish line.
Just trying to get the tyres still look good on those super softs for Callum. Oh, Dave's crashed out.
Oh,
Dave 1025 has crashed out. He's lost the rear, I think, going into the second DRS area.
Will that throw another safety car?
Oh, Dave will be gutted. That's another race where he's not scored.
His run of bad luck continues.
We're not within 90% distance yet, so Dave will not score any points here today. The cut-off point is 5 laps, so that makes it end of lap 48. So you need to be within lap 49.
Oh.
He's scoring points.
He's 6 laps shy of some points, which is very unfortunate for him.
He will be. He was angry 2 weeks ago at China when he crashed into the wall at the pit straight. He will be furious.
Ooh. Well, that again has played into the hands of the constructors, which if Ferrari stay where they are, they will be leading. They will be leading the constructors, regardless now.
Well, they'll be leading the constructors even if Mayhem takes the lead.
Yeah.
Ferrari 2-3 will still be enough. So they've just got to keep it clean, keep it together. There's no threat from David Ward behind because he's some 30 seconds behind the podium positions.
And that has promoted Dave Ward to 4th on his debut. He would have been hoping for more, given the pace.
He's still in touch with Barley of David Ward as well, so Barley, I think he'll be very happy with his performance today.
He's kept his nose clean, he's kept it pointing in the right direction, and he's done all he can do.
Callum, 9 laps to go for Callum. Can he?
It's 8.5 second gap. This
it's 8.2.
With all the penalties included, what will happen?
Your guess is as good as mine.
I can't do all the calculations that quickly.
I think we'll just let it sort it out at the end.
And to answer Deck's question on your stream, the Callum is leading with Mike second, followed by J19, with David Ward and Barley in close pursuit in 5th.
Just to make that clear, that's Mike Mayhem in second,
yes,
not Mike Whiteside.
Mike Whiteside was had an unfortunate incident in the early laps of the race.
With Soul Man.
Charlie G as well will be ruling, if he could have only stayed in the race, what he could have got from this race.
Dave 1025 as well.
Yeah. Some big names drop out of this championship contenders.
Rob Lee getting disqualified behind the second safety car.
Yeah. Again, Wellesley Bob was disqualified as well.
Some big points going missing there. 7.7 the gap now.
This is
Mayhem at the moment is doing enough to close the gap, but as you said, Will the number of
7.6.
penalties each driver get change the aspects of their finishing race time?
It could well do.
I'm going to try and work this out. You keep an eye on the track. I'm going to try and work out what we've got so far.
Callum is still doing 141s, whereas Mayhem is in the 140s and pushing very hard. J19 is he's calmed it down. He's backed off. He's 14 seconds behind his teammate now, but still within touch in case of those penalties from Mayhem. David Ward is about 50 seconds behind the leaders, and Barley is 5 seconds behind him, so the closest battle we have is for 4th and 5th. But again, Callum beautifully braking into every braking zone, just doing what he has to do, keeping it nice and smooth.
I'm counting through these penalties. It's not looking good for Callum.
Mayhem, but how many points? How many has Mayhem got?
I'm still counting Callum's at the moment.
Oh, it's really not looking good then.
Callum, put it this way, Callum has got 27 seconds of penalties.
Oh, but
27. And I'm about to do Mayhem's now.
Mayhem can actually see Callum on the straight. He has got to the point now where he can see Callum. So I think Callum has seen the best of those super softs. Yep. It is a 6.1 second gap now. 27 seconds would put Callum in 3rd place, depending on his teammates' penalties. It's down. It is down to 5 point. The gap now is 5.5 seconds, and it is now under 5 seconds.
Right.
Mayhem is on it.
At the moment, has only got 6 seconds worth of penalties, where Callum has 27.
So it's 21 seconds.
21 seconds added, which makes it a 16-second gap in Mayhem's advantage when this race ends.
Ooh.
And that might put Callum quite near his teammate, actually, in terms of the finishing positions.
Sure.
But the thing is, well, Mayhem may not know. He may not know. He may have been told by his engineer that the car ahead has got penalties, but not necessarily know by how much. So
no, I don't. It never.
Still go for this.
It never tells you what the penalty is. It just informs you there is a penalty. So it could be 2 seconds. Yeah. It could be, like you said, it could be 27.
Exactly. Well, Mayhem's got 6 seconds, so Mayhem might think Callum has got a similar amount and still want to go for this.
He's not got that information, so
the only way he'd know is if Dave 1025 would have stuck around and worked it out.
Yeah, it is.
But that's not happened.
He's in the position he wants to pass him on track to make sure, just in case the penalties are even.
Yeah. But could this end up being a scenario where if contact occurs and Mayhem loses his wing, that might cost him big time, and once he realises at the results screen, he'll be gutted if anything happens between now and lap 53.
Same as J19. J19 is 14 seconds behind his teammate, but how many penalty points has he got?
I haven't worked out how many J19 has got. It took me too long to work out Callum's.
if it's less than Mayhem, it could promote him more than Mayhem if it's because he's not that far. He's only
He's only 14.
He's 11 seconds.
27, 14. That's 7 seconds.
He's 11 seconds behind Mayhem.
7 seconds ahead.
Yeah.
So if J19 has got less, so if J19 has got the same amount of penalties as Mayhem, so only 2-3 second time penalties, J19 will finish ahead as well.
Yeah. That could put Callum to third on the podium.
Yep. He will finish third because David Ward's about 45 seconds behind.
And that, folks, is why you go to school and learn math.
It hurts your head working it out, I have to admit. But we are in a position now where Mayhem will catch the leader at the end of the race, but
Mayhem is right on him.
For it.
Mayhem is pushing as hard as he can. I think he's determined to keep his 100% winning streak alive. He wants to do it on. He wants to do it on track.
He wants to do it on track because little you know, he's going to win this race if he just sticks with Callum. But he doesn't know that at the moment. So unless he's being told by people watching our stream, he's not going to know.
Oh. It's 2.5 seconds now. He just needs to keep it clean when he gets behind him. We don't need any more incidents.
It's 2.1.
I'm very impressed with Callum's pace on these used super softs. Consistent, very, very smart call, knowing the situation of his penalties to stay out and go for it.
It made, at the time we didn't think it made sense him staying out, but having all those penalties, to him and to us now, it did make sense to stay out.
He's got 15 seconds to his teammate. Depending on his teammate's penalties, he could stay in second, but we ain't gonna know until the final cars cross the line.
It also depends whether Callum picks up any more, but if Callum picks them up too frequently, he's got that many. He is at risk of being disqualified.
He is very
easy. That many.
He is on the bubble of being disqualified.
He's already picked up 9 penalties, so that I'm surprised he's not already been.
I think it goes more towards the extent of your corner cutting. If it's like Wellesley Bob was every other corner.
Yeah, it was the frequency of it.
Yes.
So he's done it enough to stay out there. But we are 2.5 laps to go.
And it's
and Mayhem within 2 seconds now. Will we have an on-track battle at the end of this race?
Oh, J19's dropping off considerably now, but Mayhem is on the attack. He wants to get this done on track, not on penalties.
I think J19 is just taking it easy. He knows he's not going to catch these two, and he probably knows that Callum has got a lot of penalties if they're being friendly teammates and telling each other everything. So it's all down between Issa and Mayhem.
DRS open.
He's going to go for it.
He's gone deep. He went a bit deep.
He's got to be careful not to lose his wings. If he loses his wing, he loses this race.
He is on a very fine line here. He must know that Callum is on very old super softs, and it's just a matter of time.
It's just a matter of time, surely.
It's
a big cut. That was a big cut there.
That was... Callum putting a wheel on the grass as well. And
Callum's
Mayhem,
moving over.
Mayhem is past before the DRS is open. Oh. So we now have Mercedes, Ferrari, Ferrari.
Oh, Callum having to lift quite a bit through turn 4.
He's probably worried about those tyres, because going around that long left-hand corner was putting immense stress on the tyres. He's risking a puncture.
He's risking more cuts though as well. He is really still going for this. He's within DRS. He's going to get DRS here.
It could be interesting. If he can stick with him, he may get him back on the final lap.
Oh, he's nudged the wall.
But he's visibly closer. He is.
Oh, he's disqualified. He's disqualified.
He's
done
not.
one too many corner cuts.
He's pushed the limits too far.
He's pushed it too far, and now Mercedes will lead the constructors as well.
Is he classified? As he's done 90% of the race, or
he's been disqualified? In theory, that's
no points.
That's a no-brainer. You only get points if you DNF.
That is.
So he's cost himself.
He will be kicking himself. He's thrown the race on its head. He's been promoted to third.
His podium.
A well-deserved podium. Not how we expected to receive it. But...
And he's going to win the 4th race in a row. Out of 4.
So after the ups and downs of this race being turned on its head, Mayhem has come through to win.
Another win. And after 4 races, he will already be on 100 points.
So very impressive stats for this GP2 driver. He'll be looking to be promoted into F1 next year. As we focusing on the lead driver as he comes through the last sector.
3 corners to go. He knows he got it. He's already celebrating.
That's a dangerous game at this track.
But here he comes around the final corner, and
that's
what actually ended up being a healthy win in the end.
Very. We have Barley has left the session.
Barley's left the session as well. He will get classified. He will get classified in P4.
Which will be a nice haul of points for himself today that he didn't expect to get.
And next up, David Ward.
On his debut. Would have been hopeful.
I think early in the race he was probably thinking he could win this, having been in the lead and looking more than fast enough to challenge the Mercedes and the Ferraris.
He was looking very strong. He was looking in a very strong position. Yet safety cars and crashes.
Yeah, too many incidents with the wall cost him.
Keeping your nose clean. Yeah. Oh,
there we go.
That's what we have, folks. Mayhem.
16 seconds. David Ward 27 seconds as well.
So there we have it. Mayhem, J19, and David Ward and Barley.
I don't know how. A very, very exciting race that we've just witnessed there.
It's,
very enjoyable.
It was, from start to finish, it did not stop changing. And as you can, you can see from the incidents page,
It's never ending.
there are a fair few penalties. But let's have a...
So that was the GP2 race at Russia. Hope you enjoyed it as much as we did.
It was
Most enjoyable GP2 race so far.
It was definitely an experience. You never didn't know what was going to happen.
Well, thank you as well, Skyline, for joining me today.
You're most welcome, Vern. Thank you for having me.
Pick the right race to join.
There's a... I'm left speechless.
Yeah. The next race for GP2 is in 2 weeks' time at Catalonia. And that will be back at the normal start time of 7 o'clock. Next week is the F1 boys around here at Russia.
It'll be us on track this time. Hopefully we won't incur as many penalties, and hopefully there won't be as many retirements or incidents.
Hopefully provide as much entertainment.
Hopefully. Great racing all, and
We'll see you all soon.